I haven't talked about the farm in a while, so I wanted to give you guys an update. Hi, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Laura. I'm 25. I live in beautiful Northern California, and it is my goal, my dream, and the plan to start a farm next year, 2013. So what I want to have is an organic, vegan, permaculture rescue farm and haven, just in general, for people who enjoy gardening, do-it-yourself lifestyle, sustainability, eco-friendly practices, carpentry, and it'll be like an intentional community, and it will be hopefully somewhere in either Oregon or California, somewhere where I'm used to the climate and where you can grow a lot of stuff year-round. So I know it's a big undertaking. I know that I'm a little bit young to be trying to do this, but it just makes me all the more motivated, and you guys help me too a lot. So a little bit about the farm. I don't quite know how to start, so I guess I'll just show you my dinky watercolor that I made. This is just a rough layout. I have the chicken coop, and Tea Tree, be quiet, I'm making a video. I have my chicken coop, and this will have all the chickens. I want to have a bunch of rescue animals that can enjoy the pasture and just be free of their cages and feel secure and happy and just never have the confinement and terrible situation of being in a factory farm again. And I want to have goats running around and maybe a few cows. I want to keep bees. I love bees. Bees are these diligent little workers whose only mission in life is to pollinate flowers and make honey and just live harmoniously, and we need them, and yet we give them no respect. The bees are dying so exponentially, and it's terrible, and we're just poisoning them with our pesticides and our cell phone towers, and I want to keep bees. And they'll give us honey, and they will pollinate and make all of our farm fruitful, and we will have beeswax with them, and we'll treat them very well. I want to have a greenhouse where I grow exotic fruits and vegetables, such as hothouse tomatoes, peppers, mango, cacao if I can, maybe a date palm. I know that it's hard to get those things to grow if it's not a really warm climate, but I'm hoping that my upcycled windows greenhouse will get them growing. I want to have an orchard with the best fruit that you can imagine, like figs and peaches and apples, pears, plums, nectarines, everything, and I want to start dehydrating. I want to start selling the raw fruit as well, and I want to can and make brandies. I want to have a vineyard, a small amount of grapes growing, and I want to make wine with that. And yeah, hopefully these people who are living with me will help out a lot. I want maybe 30 to 50 youthful people living on the farm with me. And they will live in these cabins or yurts or cob houses, whatever they choose. There'll be these nice little one-bedroom areas or like one-bedroom apartments that they can have, and they can fix them up however they want, and we'll all help make them. A bunch of vegetables, a swimming pool, or not a pool but a lake, like a small pond, and a big communal kitchen, an eating area, and living space where people can go and read a book, hang out with each other, play music, make art, etc. My little area and private garden. So yeah, this is just the basics of the farm. I want to have things like outdoor movie screenings where we can have a movie night once a week and just have like a nice positive atmosphere living together. It'll be like a haven for people who are interested in all these things. And I want to start a nursery and seed store, and it'll have a little cafe and a vegetable stand all combined, so people can come who are driving by the highway and they can hang out for a while, sit on their computers, have a nice tea, maybe eat an organic blackberry popsicle, have some lentil hummus, just basically all the things that I'm interested in. I want to put it into this farm, and I feel like that's my calling. Right now I'm terrified that I'm going to say yes to some office job and wake up 10 years from now and think I've wasted my youth and I've devoted all my time and energy to something that I don't care about. I think it's really, really sad that people all around the world will give a third of their life over to their job that doesn't make them happy. If you like your job, good for you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the people who drive an hour every day to a job that they resent, filling out tax forms or something like that, you know? I don't want to be billing insurance claims or, you know, working as a dental hygienist. Like, it just makes me sad. People are stuck in traffic. You know, I have to be in a meeting in 15 minutes, and they just, for what? For a paycheck so you can buy things that you don't really like, that don't fulfill you? That's not what I want. And I want to be close to the earth. I want to prioritize my health and my happiness and relationships with people, and I want to provide a service, and I want to grow these amazing foods. It makes me so excited thinking about it. I want to have olive trees and make olive oil, and I want to learn to brew beer and make amazing breads and just sustain myself on the most amazing, healthful foods possible. And the farm is the way to do that. God, there's so much more. I want to have a summer camp for kids. They can come for a week or two, and they can learn how to make compost, plant seeds, cultivate a garden when they go back home. They can take some seeds with them. They can have art classes. They can go swimming. They can learn to cook certain foods. And I just think that that would be really awesome. I think it's really pathetic that this country doesn't prioritize health in school and doesn't teach kids, you know, how to take care of themselves, basically. Fast food is running wild, and preservatives and, you know, additives that have no business being in food, chemicals, and it's gross. I want to teach people, this is what this plant looks like, and this is how you pollinate it, and this is what it needs in the nitrogen in the soil, and I want to learn carpentry, and I want to be self-sufficient. I'm tired of outsourcing my food needs. I want to take all of that in and rely on myself and my skill set. I want to build and grow. I'm a perpetual student, and I want to be surrounded by people who feel the same way. And I know that it's possible. I know that there are lots of people out there, especially today, looking for this kind of situation. Another part of the farm is our Flying People In project. I want to have the possibility to do so well on the farm that someone can write from across the country and say, you know, I live in Ohio, and I'm tired of being in a small town. I've been unemployed for 3 years, and I really want to get out of here, but I have no funds at the moment. And you can say, we're going to fly you out to the farm, and you're going to commit to maybe 6 months or so of working like a 20-hour week, and you can go wherever you want in your off time, have lots of free time for yourself, but you're just going to work a minimal amount. And at the end of those 6 months, you can go move to San Francisco, or you can stay, whatever you want. And in my head, I'm thinking maybe there's someone in an abusive relationship across the country and they need to get out of that situation, or maybe an 18-year-old guy just came out to his parents and, you know, he's being disowned and he just is in a terrible situation. People need help sometimes, so they can come to the farm and be in a positive community of people who will love and appreciate them. And it's not going to be like some drugged out commune where everyone is like, oh, it's not that at all. It's just people who don't want to make a huge environmental impact, don't want to be driving, don't want to be in the rat race, want to get out, do their own thing. And so besides the kids camp, besides the vegetable stand, I wanted to have a maternity retreat, and I was thinking we could call it something like heirloom pickles and coconut ice cream. I was thinking how hard it would be to be pregnant in today's busy, hectic life. You know, you spend 9 months surrounded by pollutants and crazy energy, and you're working a 9 to 5, and you're not taking time to really listen to your body and deal with all these changes. And I was thinking, how cool would it be to have, you know, maybe 5 to 10 expectant mothers staying on the farm for maybe as little as 1 month to 5 months, whatever they feel comfortable with, working with a midwife who resides on the farm and talking with other moms about what they're going through. And this would be great for first-time mothers or anybody. And, you know, they can meet and talk, then they can have a day full of relaxation, just sitting by the pond under a tree in the shade with a book, just taking time for themselves and eating the best, most amazing quality foods out there. And besides that, I think we're getting down to it. Yeah, I guess I'll just talk more about the things I want to grow, because that's the stuff that makes me really crazy. Just mushrooms. I want to have a warehouse or just out in the forest somewhere, really. Tons of mushrooms. I want to grow morel, chanterelle, reiki. I want to get into all these things, and like oyster. And all the foods that are too expensive for me now, you know, you walk into a health food store and you say, oh God, I want everything, but it's so expensive. That's how I feel, and I want to just go grow my own, not have to worry about it.